Breaking news is spreading fast across the fandom, and this time it feels different. This is not the kind of rumor that appears overnight and disappears the next day. This is the kind of story that grows quietly, piece by piece, until fans suddenly realize that too many details are lining up to be ignored. Right now, one name keeps echoing through timelines, group chats, and comment sections in the US: Jikook. As BTS prepares for their highly anticipated comeback in March 2026, fans are noticing something unusual. The conversation is no longer just about the group as a whole, it is about focus, it is about intimacy, and more than anything, it is about the possibility that BTS is planning a special Jimin and Jungkook session during this comeback. At first, it sounded like wishful thinking. Jikook fans are passionate, emotional, and deeply attached to the bond between Jimin and Jungkook. So naturally, people questioned it. But then more details began to surface. Small comments, slight changes in tone, strategic silence. And suddenly, what once felt like a dream started to feel like a carefully guarded plan. BTS has always been intentional. Nothing they do is accidental, especially during a comeback year. Every word, every pause, every choice of focus carries meaning. Fans who have followed them for years know this. And when fans started rewatching recent content with that mindset, a pattern slowly emerged. Jimin and Jungkook have been mentioned together more often. Not loudly, not dramatically, but consistently. When talking about growth, they are referenced side by side. When discussing trust on stage, their names appear in the same breath. Even when they are not physically together on screen, the narrative keeps pulling them back into the same space. This matters because BTS rarely centers two members together without purpose. When they do, it usually signals something deeper coming next. A performance, a concept, a story that needs to be told through a specific relationship. And Jikook is a relationship that already carries years of emotional weight. Fans in the US especially have responded strongly to Jikook moments in the past. Clips trend within minutes, reaction videos flood YouTube, social media engagement spikes instantly. BTS understands their global audience, and they understand how powerful this dynamic is across cultures, especially in Western fandom spaces. That is why the idea of a special Jikook session during the March 2026 comeback feels realistic, not random. Another detail fans cannot stop talking about is the timing. March 2026 is expected to be a major chapter for BTS. It is not just a return, it is a reintroduction, a moment to remind the world who BTS is now after everything they have experienced individually and together. In moments like this, BTS often turns to authenticity instead of spectacle. And authenticity is where Jimin and Jungkook shine the most together. Their bond has never felt forced. It has never needed explanation. It is visible in the way they look at each other, listen to each other, and move together on stage. Over the years, that connection has matured. It is calmer, deeper, and more confident than before. A special session now would feel less like fan service and more like an honest expression of where they are in their lives and careers. Fans have also noticed how BTS has been experimenting more with intimate formats, smaller stages, softer lighting, performances that focus on emotion rather than scale. A Jikook-focused session fits perfectly into this direction. It would allow the music and connection to speak louder than choreography or visuals. Imagine a moment during the comeback promotions where the energy suddenly shifts, the pace slows, the noise fades, and it's just Jimin and Jungkook sharing a song, a conversation, or even a performance that feels personal. No heavy explanation, no labels, just presence. That kind of moment would dominate discussion instantly. And here's what makes this prediction even stronger. BTS has always known when to lean into what fans feel, but never fully say out loud. They don't confirm everything directly. Instead, they create space for interpretation. A special Jikook session would do exactly that. It would acknowledge the bond without defining it, allowing fans to connect with it in their own way. This approach has worked for them for years. Jimin and Jungkook themselves have also grown into artists who can carry that kind of moment. Their vocals complement each other naturally. Their emotional delivery feels honest. Together, they can create a quiet intensity that fills an entire room without effort. Fans who have attended BTS concerts before know that Jikook moments often feel different live. The crowd reacts differently. The silence between notes feels heavier. A special session during a comeback would capture that feeling and translate it for a global audience. As discussions continue, one thing is clear. The excitement is not fading. It is growing. More fans are revisiting old interviews, more people are analyzing phrasing, more theories are being shared, not as wild fantasies, but as careful predictions based on BTS's past behavior. And BTS has not shut it down. That silence is powerful, because when BTS wants to end a rumor, they do. When they stay quiet, it usually means fans are closer to the truth than they realize. Right now, Jikook fans in the US are watching everything closely. Every update, every hint, every moment that could confirm what many already feel in their hearts, that March 2026 will not just be a comeback, it will be a moment, and Jimin and Jungkook may be standing at the center of it together. And when everything is put together, the picture becomes clearer. This is not about one rumor or one fan theory. It's about momentum. It's about how BTS builds anticipation without ever forcing it. It's about how Jimin and Jungkook continue to stand out, not because they are pushed forward, but because their connection naturally pulls attention towards them. If a special Jikook session truly happens during the March 2026 comeback, it won't feel sudden. It will feel earned. It will feel like the next step in a story that has been unfolding quietly for years. A story about growth, trust, and two artists who understand each other without needing words. For Jikook fans, especially in the US, this moment would mean more than just a performance. It would feel like recognition. Recognition of what fans have seen, felt, and supported for so long. Not something exaggerated, not something spelled out, just a moment that speaks for itself. And even if BTS never uses the words fans expect, the message would still be there, in the way Jimin and Jungkook stand next to each other, in the way they sing, in the way they share the stage like it's the most natural thing in the world. March 2026 is still ahead, but the excitement is already real, the anticipation is already building, and until BTS speaks officially, fans will continue to watch, analyze, and believe that something special is coming. Now it's your turn. What do you think BTS is preparing for this comeback? Do you believe a special Jikook session is finally happening? Or do you think they have even a bigger surprise planned? Share your thoughts in the comments, let other Jikook fans know how you feel, and make sure to stay connected for the latest updates, theories, and breaking news as we get closer to March 2026.